Without further ado, I'd like to welcome you to actually the final performance of Tales of a Long Conflict.
Why did you enlist?
It's our duty.
Why is Daddy leaving?
To protect us.
But who will tell us stories?
I will write.
How long will it be?
I hope to be back by Christmas.
Name?
Captain Cedric Armstrong.
Hold still. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, thanks, mate. How long's this fighting going to go on for, sir?
Be on your guard, men.
Captain, can you hear me?
Yes.
Are you Captain Cedric Armstrong?
Yes.
There was an explosion. You're safe now. Your family know that you're safe.
What about my fellas?
I don't know, but I can find out for you. Shall I get you some breakfast?
I need to write home. I promised them.
I'll return with some writing supplies later, but for now, you need to rest. Good evening, Captain Armstrong.
I don't know what to write. I don't want to scare them.
Why don't you tell them about the people that you've met?
Yes, I will tell you about William.
There.
I saw a sight in the Wednesday report today.
Oh, Phyllis, you're so lucky. William's so nice.
What I look?
Beautiful.
William, you got a few pence to live there? Long Phyllis in there?
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, we're leaving.
Happy birthday.
Barbie.
You're gonna sound hardy. I can't take it anymore.
Where's your uniform then?
Not getting on the train?
William. Baby. I don't know if I can see you off. Sorry. You meet to practice. Yeah, I've been best. Take care of you.
Missed the train then.
It's that way.
And then she said, you can't go around saying things like that. She did. And I said, well, why not? It's the truth. You can't tell me off for telling the truth, can you?
She's a bossy
She
baggage.
really is, honestly.
Oi! One, three, four, the park. Wait.
Johnny, just leave me alone.
What did he want?
He wanted to go out.
He wanted to go out?
Yeah.
How many times is that this week that he's asked you? Just keep saying no, he'll soon get the message.
Oh, you won't say that. Come on, love, tea time.
And what's your name?
No, William will not like it. But
William has gone. He said he was over, he's so totally happy.
don't play that.
If they go me, you buy your job.
So what did Johnny say to you?
He said, you go to me or you lose your job.
And what did you think about that?
I didn't believe it's over. I don't believe that.
I don't think it's over with him either. What are you going to do?
Just tell him, write a letter to him.
Write a letter, that's a good
Go on,
idea.
write to him.
Do you love her? Yeah. Then you should write to her. You've missed something. You have leave coming up.
So, what did it say?
Just give me a last chance and he's coming on the lead.
You have to go and see him.
Do you think I should?
Oh, I do. Johnny's coming.
I'm sorry what I said. I didn't say what I said. Can you give me?
I'll give you Johnny, yeah. We're coming on there and he loves me.
You can't buy it. Oh, yeah.
No, no.
I will annoy him.
What should we write about today, Captain Armstrong?
Well, this is a story to write home about.
Who's up for a game of cards then?
Not with you, you cheat.
Well, I can't help it if I'm so good.
Yeah, one way of putting it, yeah.
Who's ready?
Yeah, she's cheating again, yeah? Yeah.
Turning in?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've done the.
Oh, man, yeah. Is that the post, Sergeant?
Yes.
Well, excellent. Oh well. Another day, maybe. Yeah. Right, hurry up. Got exercises to start now. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay. Circle. Yeah. All right. Are you ready, Sergeant?
2 and 4.
2 and 4. Come on. Make it snappy.
1 and 3. 4 and 5.
That's excellent. Getting better. Right, in your lines, men. You know. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Come along. Right. Let's start. Yeah. Ready? Okay. And go. Beating slot. Right, okay. Rifles, please. Thank you, Corporal. There we go. Alright, Sergeant, you want to do it one there? Yeah. Okay, I'll take that one, Sergeant. Right, got that one. Go on, hurry up. We'll be over at this rate. Right, are we ready? Keep it tight. Right. 1, 2, 3, fire. 1, 2, 3, fire. 1, 2, 3, fire. 1, 2, 3, fire. 1 fire.
4
Five
fire.
fire.
4 fire.
1 fire.
Fire.
4 fire.
Five fire.
1 fire.
Five fire.
4 fire.
Five fire.
I had a dream last night. At least I think it was a dream.
Really? What happened?
Nothing. There was a figure of a lady just telling me everything will be alright in the end.
I've heard other men talking of stories like that.
Has it happened to others? I thought I was going mad. Is it too sad to write home about?
Not at all. It gives us hope.
I got something for you.
You, get back to work. And you, get back out.
Don't talk to me like that.
I will, and I kind of will. My father.
But I love him. I told you, I love him, and we've just got married.
Get the horses. Are you man enough to go with them?
Don't listen to him. You don't have to go. You're a farm worker. John?
Buddy.
Oh, John, I've got some wonderful... You signed up?
Yeah.
But you can't. We're going to have a baby.
Ready?
Yes.
Yeah, there.
Elizabeth.
John?
Listen.
No.
John was a great man.
No.
But he was great for baby.
No. No. Oh, John. It is impossible to tell you how I am suffering. I think my heart may be broken for you are everything to me. Always so good and so kind. Always so thoughtful. A wife never had a better husband. I never thought you would go.
John thought he would come through. He thought it would be all right at the end.
What a cruel thing to take my John like that! I suppose there is no mistake, it is my love.
There's no mistake.
Did he suffer?
I was with him at the end.
I'm anxious to get his belongings, for everything belonging to him will be my treasure.
But John lives on in you.
It will be an eternity before I see him again.
Commemorate those who at the call of King Country left all that was dear to them, endured hardship, faced danger, and finally passed out of the sight of men, giving up their own lives that others may live in freedom. Let those who come after see that his name is not forgotten. Conspicuous gallantry and devotion to duty, he took command of the company during the attack, and although wounded, continued to live with the utmost coolness and courage.
Brought your dinner, Captain Armstrong. I'm sorry that there isn't much.
Same again. How long can we go on like this?
News from home is it's getting difficult.
Everything's getting difficult.
All right, my dear. I'm hungry. Well, I'm afraid there's no more food. What's left is for your mother when she comes back from work. How about if you help me wind this bowl to take your mind off it? There we go. Still hungry?
Still hungry.
How about I tell you a story then? Once upon a time, there was a beautiful country of forests, and in that country there were rivers and lakes and high hills, and the people there were happy and they had plenty to eat. But one day the land of monsters decided that they were going to attack the country of forests. And they had very big machines that exploded fire, and they were very bad. And they drove the country of forests, the people there, apart. So one day, two very brave men decided that they would take their favourite horses and they would join the other men to train to fight the land of monsters. Just like your father. Do you remember? Do you remember the name of his horse? Beauty.
Beauty.
Okay. So the two men went with the other men after their training, and they went along the rivers and over the high hills, and and through the forests. And they fought the monsters very bravely, and their horses fought alongside them. But those monsters, their machines got even bigger and exploded even more fire. And the men and their horses were injured. And one day, the two friends were separated because one of them was hurt and had to go to hospital. But through it all, the men kept in touch by writing letters to each other. The men loved getting letters, especially from their loved ones back home. But although the men tried very hard and they fought very bravely, the monsters came closer and closer to where the wives and the children of the two friends lived. And the women too, they were brave, and they went out into the towns and the cities to keep things going. And what little food there was, they made it go as far as it could, and they made it taste good, but it was very hard. But one day, the monsters, they blocked the seas and the rivers, so it was very difficult for any food to get through. And so the townspeople, they went out into the streets and they started fighting over the food. It wasn't their fault, it was the monsters that drove them to it. But the women, they went out again bravely, and they kept the factories and the hospitals and the railways going. But it was very hard because they missed their menfolk, and the children too missed their fathers. And they found it very difficult because they couldn't go out and play with their friends because they had to stay near home. They even missed going to school. But through it all, the people stayed positive, even though they missed their husbands and fathers and wished that everything could be as it was before. But the monsters, they went on attacking, and the fighting went on much longer than anyone expected it to. But through it all, it was the loyalty and friendship that kept the men going, even though they were so far away from their loved ones.
Did they get away with the monsters?
That's all for today. I'll tell you the rest of the story tomorrow, mein Liebechen. Guten Nacht, Johanna.
What story have you got tonight, Captain?
I don't know. I'm too tired.
But the children have loved the stories you've wrote so far. How about I tell you a story? At the start of the war in 1914, there was a young boy who lived with his mum and his uncle, and he wanted nothing more than to be a soldier just like his uncle. So every day he went into the garden and he practiced.
Eddie, can I show you again? You want me to show you that? I'll show you. Thanks to him. You arrange it? 1, 2, 3, fire. 1, 2, 3, fire. Again.
A year later, in 1915, the war was still going and there was no end in sight.
Hey! What are you doing? You're not game. If you were down up there, you could probably trouble where you belong.
The young boy was now a young man with responsibilities of helping run the family shop.
Can I have some bread, please?
We've got to close. Eddie, it's your uncle. They can't find him. He's missing.
No.
You're going to bring him back?
Yeah.
What do you mean you're going to bring him back?
No.
You're going to bring him home? But how are you going to bring him home? You're going to join the army?
Yeah.
But don't be ridiculous. You're far too young, Eddie. Listen, I'm your mother. I forbid it. Eddie! Eddie, get back!
Come along now, forward, enlisting for His Majesty's Army. Come along, let's be having you. 1914, minimum height 5 foot 6 inches, minimum chest 33 inches. Yes. Yes. No. Yes. Go home, lad. 1915, minimum height reduced to 5 foot 1 inch, no chest measurement required. Yes. Yes. Nope. Yes. Told you, lad. Get home with you. 1916, conscription. Yes. 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 Of course, many young lads tried to sign up under the age of 18. Naturally, they were sent home. Hello, young man. Welcome to His Majesty's Army. That way.
Eddie was signed up with the Border Regiment and joined the rest of his regiment for the Battle of the Somme. Any spare moment was spent looking for his uncle. His uncle's words rang true. This was not a game. Bent double like old beggars under sacks, knock-kneed, coughing like hags, we cursed through sludge. Till on the haunting flares we turned our backs and towards our distant rest began to trudge. Men marched to sleep. Many had lost their boots but limped on, bloodshot. All went lame, all blind, drunk with fatigue. Deaf even to the hoots of tired, outstripped 5-9s that dropped behind. Gasp, gasp, quick boys! An ecstasy of fumbling, fitting the clumsy helmets just in time. But someone still was yelling out and stumbling, and floundering like a man in fire or lime. Dim through the misty panes and thick green light, as under a green sea I saw him drowning. If in some smothering dreams you too could pace behind the wagon that we flung him in, and watch the white eyes writhing in his face, his hanging face like a devil sick of sin. If you could hear at every jolt the blood come gargling from the froth-corrupted lungs, obscene as cancer, bitter as the could, and vile, incurable sores on innocent tongues. My friend, you would not tell with such high zest to children ardent for some desperate glory, the old lie, dulce et coram est, for patria mori. So the boy in that story is my son.
Is there any news on your brother?
There isn't, no, but what I do know is that my son needs me.
This is the last story we'll write together.
But now you can read them to your children because you're going home.
Will we be remembered?